Greetings one and all, how's everyone doing? I hope very well. Wanted to share, I did a little hike yesterday, and I really didn't film a lot of the hike because it was more about getting out and getting some exercise. I did take a good amount of pictures, which I'll put in, all that will be after this, but I thought I'd go over my video, or what I took with me, just because people are always interested. So first thing I did have is I had a trekking pole. And these are great if you're not big into hiking. I used to be a lot more into hiking, but you know, whatever reason, I hadn't hiked as much. So, you know, when you're walking along, you can plant your pole and then help push yourself along as you're walking, which is quite nice. And I would have brought two poles, except on occasion I like to make YouTube videos. So I only had this was an Nikon on the UltraPod, so this was my camera setup. So I just would stick it in my front pocket. Of course, I'm not wearing the jacket right now because it would have been clever to bring it, but I would just pull it out of my pocket, picture, turn it off, pocket, and then I'd just be walking along with the pole. You know, and the pole was really helpful because those times that I was just out of breath, and I would, you know, just lean on the pole like this and just, well, I wasn't really breathing that hard. I mean, I was, you know, but I was like taking a moment to take a rest. It was a little 2 miles up, 2 miles down. Technically it's 1.9 miles, but I figured close enough because they don't factor in the walking from the parking lot to the trailhead. So yeah, so the trekking pole is a huge help. Plus I could just throw it into my arm when I'm doing pictures or getting a drink. So trekking pole, this is actually the one I used to hold up the canopy door on. So I actually have another one in my Jeep just in case I want to go out, because I drove my Jeep, so it gets better gas mileage and whatnot. So I had that, the other one in the back of the Jeep. So trekking pole, big help. Let's go over the contents of the bag, which is very little. Alright, so you might remember this sling bag from previous video. Also, I did a video review on it, and I'll link those in the description in case you missed it. Alrighty. So we stopped at Safeway and I grabbed a bag of trail mix, which I didn't want to bring the entire 20-ounce bag. So what I did is I have found a zip top bag in my inside my Jeep, and I just poured some in. As you can see, I hardly ate any of it. I was actually going to throw some to the birds. I brought extra camera batteries just in case. It's never a bad idea to have extra camera batteries. Literally nothing in this top one. That's all I had in this one. Obviously I had a water bottle. I didn't end up drinking the entire thing, but I did have, and I left it in the other bag, I just had an Nalgene full of clean drinking water from home in the car, so when I got back to the car, I could hydrate if I was thirsty. But I didn't finish drinking all this. I had like maybe just down to here, and then I finished it off at the bottom of the trailhead. The top pocket here, I just had one of those, I can show you. One of these few kits that I put together, like this one here. I have a fire kit. All I did is I just took it out of the bag and just shoved it in this top pocket here. So I would at least have a fire kit with me. Plus I also had, well, I don't have it with me because I was wiping my nose, but I had a Bic lighter in my pocket as well. So I had that plus a bandana. And on the back side, I actually stowed away my cell phone. I get this sync wire waterproof cell phone case. I knew, because we originally planned on it raining, and that's why we went, because I figured the rain would, thin the crowds. But all you gotta do is open this thing up. You slide in your phone. You seal the Ziploc. You make sure that these tabs are locked down. Keeps your phone from getting too moist. Plus, you can actually still use it. So you can hit the buttons. So, little cell phone case. I just slid back here. Keep it out. And on the inside, you can get the sucker open. And I had the Mora block, so I had a knife, and I had fire plus knives on my person. I've got a Spyderco Endura in my pocket. So I had a cutting tool, I had a ferro rod plus the ferro rod inside the fire kit. So I had 2 ferro rods, and then all I had in here still was a my poncho, which I never needed. This is the wow, I did a video on this too. What was the name of the company? I'll throw it up on the screen if I forget. So I had the poncho with me because I thought I was going to be wearing it. Other than that, I had nothing else. I didn't want to bring a big full survival kit because, one, it's a really popular trail with lots of people hiking, and I had cell service, so I figured I didn't need to have a full kit since I could just make a phone call, or hopefully someone walking along would see me on the trail, whatever, passed out, hurt, and they would call. A lot of people were taking pictures with their phones, and I had a buddy with me, so that was all I brought. Just kept it real simple. Didn't need to bring a whole lot of stuff. I didn't want to get weighted down with a big kit. Just trying to get out and get a little exercise. So that's what I brought with the water. Now, if I was going more remote with a lot less people, then I probably would have brought more of a kit for, survival, but at least making it through the night. Oh, I already mentioned that in the camera too. So, all right, I'll show you the hike, some of the pictures and highlights, and if I don't say so, no, never mind. All right, I wanted to mention too, the tripod. I did not bring the tripod with me. I only brought the UltraPod because having to bring a tripod, well, a tripod is great and I love filming on one, but having to carry it and the pole and then having to either set them down or place them on something, it can get real cumbersome and just a real pain in the ass. So, and the bag isn't big enough to pack it, to break it down and drop the legs and stick it in there. Now, if I'd brought this Hidden Woodsman pack, I absolutely could have done that. But like I said, I was going light just for the exercise. I guess a little extra weight would have helped, but let me build up to the hiking health I used to be. I used to actually hike more than I used to. I used to hike a lot more, but I got lazy, or busy, or I made too many excuses and just didn't get it done. So. Well, I appreciate you watching, as always. If you have any questions, just shoot away in the comments. If you're sitting home thinking, you know, there's no way I can get out there and do that, wrong. You can get out there. All you gotta do is you just gotta want to. If I can do it, you can do it. And I'm not in the best shape, and I'm, you know, I'm fat. So if I can get out there, you know, just take your time. Fortunately, my buddy is awesome, and you know he stops when I was slowing down. You know, he would stop and wait for me. He didn't just, you know, run up ahead and ditch me like many of others have done. So I appreciate that. Thank you, brother. And as always, it's starting to rain. I guess we'll end it there, and have a great day, and we'll catch you in the next one. And get out there and hike.